Christine Giguère has been teaching intensive grade 6 ESL classes for over 15 years. She is a strong advocate of maximizing the use of English in the ESL classroom. In this module, she shares with us a strategy called Funny Money, which she uses with her students in order to encourage them to use English. Following her presentation, we will see her demonstrating how she uses this strategy in the context of a real class.
I'm here to talk about my system called Funny Money. It's a system that I have used ever since I started teaching in the intensive program, and it works. It's a system that I use to help the students use English in class, while keeping in mind that the students' past school life has been in French. So I had to come up with a system to make sure that they would, to assist them in using their second language. On the very first day of school, I talked to my students about the system. I explained to them how it works, and I tell them that it's a system that is there to help them. I don't want them to feel threatened by it. And as soon as I'm finished with my little speech, when we go back to class, I start using it. The way it works is quite simple. It's based on funny money, money that doesn't really exist. It's not paper money. Students do not handle money. We have a cashier in class who has a duotang containing all the bank accounts. And that person and myself, we are responsible for adding or taking money away if they are fined. Only the cashier and myself can have a look at the bank accounts, nobody else, to avoid students erasing money or adding money to their own accounts. In the first month, students receive as a bonus or as a fine $20. In the second month it's 30, then it goes up to 40, 50 and 100 for the last month. The students also have a weekly pay of $200 for the first 3 months and $400 for the last 2. With that money, they can buy lottery tickets every month because we have a draw and little gifts. And believe me, they really, really like their tickets and their money. I also tell the students that I'm going to be extremely vigilant. I hold a tight ship when it comes to using English in class, and the students understand that. When they are fined, at the beginning, well, they lose quite a bit of money because they are used to speaking French, but I always turn that into a lighter side by saying, oh, thank you for giving money to the Miss G Association for old teachers, or Miss G's Association for dogs and all that. And kids, it puts a smile on their face, and so they don't feel that it's really threatening. The system works for many reasons. One of the reasons being that I'm extremely vigilant and consistent. I take a lot of pride in making sure that my students use English, and I don't hesitate to fine them when it's necessary, but they also get a bonus if they do a good job or whatever. I take the time in the first few weeks to stop and tell my students, well, look how good you are, you know, you've progressed a lot, and you're using English, and so I really try to encourage them. I also tell the ones that are struggling, you know, to make an extra effort, and that I'm there to support them. And the students understand that, and they get the hang of it. After maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I have students who will come up to me and say, you know, such and such a student spoke French, and some students will raise their hands and say, Ms. G, I spoke French. So it really does work. They really get into it, and they're really proud of it. They're really empowered by it, because when I do my spot checks, I tell them, well, see, you're participating in the classroom routines, you can speak English, and you can be proud of yourselves. So this is how it works. It's quite simple, and the students don't feel threatened by it. So, and I've been using it for many, many years.
The soccer ball green. Right, how do you say, no, how do you say and write can à pêche?
Fishing. You know how to write fishing? Rod, R-O-D.
No, it's so complicated.
Yes, darling. Oh, you need to go to your... Watch out, child, because Amélie needs her desk.
I don't know how do the difference of iPod.
It's like a rectangle, and the corners are rounded. And then you put little squares. They are the application there. So you put little, I think you put 4. Tristan, how many apps can you have on an iPod? Is it 4 and 5 down?
What?
Apps? 5 like this, 4 like this? 4 like this, 5 like this.
4, 5. It's 4, 5.
4, 5. 4, 5. For apps on an iPhone. I didn't know.
I think I will like this.
Okay, if you draw the leg of the... Oh, okay. Just a second. Penelope, go get the cash because... is it Francis? Francis spoke French. Francis spoke French. Okay, when you... Just for your information here.
I never see a tree mouse.
No? It's so beautiful.
No.
Well,
I saw one time and
come on, they're so...
Mais je dis.
Oh, no, tarantula. Oh, God.
Est-ce que.
You said est-ce que? Penelope.
But mais je dis.
Michael spoke French. Yes.
And
You have to put the price.
yes, but
Forgot. You forgot your question.
But
For the
yes, are we okay with 10?
$10?
No.
10, yes.
no, I want you to draw a picture.
What my picture?
For the serpent.
Ha, you spoke French.
Kelly spoke French. Snake.
Check. Is that okay, Kia? Check.